So here we go, I'm back again, yes. It's the pie challenge. It's Sunderland's Stadium of Light pie, which I bought last night, so I know it's a few hours old. I've heated it up in the microwave. And also versus Greggs. Yes, a Greggs pie. So it's Newcastle based Greggs versus Sunderland based Stadium of Light, the pie challenge. Which is the best pie? Now we're going to start off, I haven't even looked at the Greggs pie yet. We're going to start off with the Stadium of Light pie. It was about £3. Now, I'm not quite sure what is the issue with stadium pies. I bought a pie down at Wembley about 6 months ago and it was steak and ale. And it was absolutely disgusting. I don't know why anybody would want to sell steak and ale pies. Why the football grounds feel they have to sell football fans a steak and ale pie. Now, the list of pies last night at the Stadium of Light, it was steak and ale, meat and potato, which possibly could be okay, or cheese pie. Why? Where's the mince pie? Where's the steak and kidney pie? Why do we have to have steak and ale, potato and meat and potato, or cheese pie? Never mind. But I went and purchased me pie, and the first problem straight away as she passed the pie over, this happened. The lid fell off. So basically, that's the pie, steak and ale. The pastry didn't feel too bad, but as she passed it over, the lid was already hanging off. So that there is pathetic. That there is, I mean, I know about pies, and that there is just someone baking the shell, putting the mince in, putting the lid on, and that's it. This is made by hand, because that's not made by a machine or whatever. That's garbage, absolute garbage. Straight away, why do they think football fans are going to settle for shit like this? Because we've had a few beers, we're at the match, we don't care. We're going to have a pie with no lid on. Straight away, rubbish. But it's all about the taste. So, I'm not a massive steak and ale pie fan, but potato and meat and cheese pie. So I'm going to dig in and I'm going to try this pie now. So what I'll do, I'll try and cut it in half. It just falls to bits. I know it's about 6 hours old. So when you cut it in half, that's basically the pie. It just dropped to bits. But I'm going to give it a good old taste. See what it's like. Right. Straight away, you can taste the ale a little bit, but it does taste better than it looks. And that pie, I would say, the Wembley pie was a massive letdown. I said 3 out of 10. It was awful. It was really an awful tasting pie, and that was fresh. I bought this last night at 7:30. It's now 12 o'clock the next day. And that pie actually tastes loads better than the Wembley pie. I'm up for them. To be honest, I could have threw the lid in the bin and just had the base with a filling, because the lid is the big letdown. I don't know who makes these pies at the Stadium of Light. Obviously they're bought in from a company, but I have to say the filling is really tasty. I'm pleasantly surprised with that filling, mate. I thought it was going to be really rank. I thought it was going to be disgusting. The Wembley pie, mate, it was hideous. I never tasted anything so hideous in my life. Never buy a pie from Wembley. And was it £8 for that pie at Wembley? This is about £3, and this tastes twice as good. Twice as good. It tastes 100% better. And I'm a massive tomato ketchup fan. I got this ready just in case it's needed, but I'm very happy that is not needed. That is a nice tasting pie. I mean, the lid knocks the scores and the doors down big time. The lid, and it just dropped a bit, but you can see the filling. The filling actually looks all right. It doesn't look cheap. So that's good scores. Good scores for the Stadium Light pie. The filling is quite nice. I've had no lunch, and normally I wouldn't be able to eat a full pie, never mind one Greggs as well. But I want to keep eating this pie. Stadium of Light, address the pie lid. The pie lid is a letdown, but the rest of the pie, I'd give it 9 out of 10. Not too much ale, just a little bit. That's nice. That is. Compared to the game, this pie, compared to the team, Jack Ross, and that result last night, 1-1. This is the best part of going to the game. That there, mine. I'm absolutely astounded at how nice that pie was. I don't like pies normally. I'd rather give them a wide berth. When I was a kid, I used to love pie, chips and beans when I was on holiday. Basic, innit, really? Basic English food. Pie, chips and beans. Pie, chips and peas. I used to love it. But that pie, Stadium Light pie, apart from that pastry lid, which is absolutely, a big letdown, the pie itself is very nice. I'm gonna drop the point because of the lid. An 8 out of 10. Wembley was 3 out of 10. That was completely rank. All of it, I'd throw it away. This one, 8 out of 10. Just the lid letting you down. Right, now we're going to move on to Greggs. I noticed when I bought it, it was £1.70. It's almost half the price of a steak and ale pie. But inflated prices of football grounds, robbing the paying customer who's already bought a season card, or paid £20 to watch a match, been to the shop, bought a new top, bought a programme, had a few pints, and then you've got to pay over £3 for a pie. There's something wrong there. There's greediness at the Stadium of Light, and all stadiums, not just Sunderland Stadium, every single stadium out there needs to take a long hard look at themselves in the mirror and get the prices dropped down. I know some stadiums do have reasonable prices, but some stadiums are way over the top. Right, so I'm really pleased with that one. Now we move to the Greggs pie. Now this, I'm kind of expecting this to be cheaper. Cheaper in taste, cheaper in quality, it's mass produced. It is really flat, looks more like a flan. For £1.70 you can't go wrong. The lid actually stays on. I know with the Stadium Light pie it's been handled a lot. From the factory, the manufacturers, to the people who move the pies around, to the people who sell the pies. If the staff aren't taking care of the pies, the lids will fall off. But this one, it actually does feel like a brick, a ton weight. So I'm not quite sure where this is going to be as nice. But what we'll do, we'll break it in half. This is a mince pie. And the mince looks very nice. There we go. It should drop out. Proper mince will just slide out. Sliding out. No, well, it's actually it's cooked quite nicely. That. So what we'll do, we'll taste this pie. Pastry doesn't feel a nice pastry. The Stadium Light pastry felt nice and soft. Nice and soft. But this, let's have a taste. The pastry is not as good. The filling tastes nice. Let's have another taste. But for half the price, what would you rather have? A quality pie with a quality... I'm saying it's a quality pie. This is just my personal opinion. A quality pie or a quality filling. Or, sorry, would you rather have a quality pie, more expensive, or a cheap pie? Cheaper price, cheaper product. Pastry's not very nice. I'm not being biased. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Sunderland fan and I bought the pie from the Stadium Light. My first impressions, Sunderland's pie looked absolutely, the lid made it look horrible. I didn't want to eat it. I've had no fancy for that Sunderland pie all night. But when I come to eat it, it's a pleasant surprise. Now Greggs, you expect quality, don't you? That pastry, it just feels cheap. Filling's alright, not too salty. I don't want to eat it. I know I've had a nice pie, and this is a bit of a letdown. I have to say the filling's nice, but whoever's making the pastry, it feels like it's mass produced, and it feels like it's being made to a budget, obviously, and they're trying to keep the margins down. The pastry doesn't feel very nice at all. Let's face it, I wouldn't go back and buy a pie from Greggs. I wouldn't buy a mince pie from Greggs. I don't know what the steak pie is like. And I know we're comparing different pies, a steak and ale pie to the Greggs mince pie. It's different taste, different, you know. Well, I'm judging the pastry. I judge the old pastry that's over 12 hours old that I only put in the microwave for an hour, to a pie that's just been freshly baked, because this was steaming hot half an hour ago. And the pastry is not very nice at all. The pastry is horrible. I've had enough. I can't stomach any more of that pie. So, that mince pie itself, 3 out of 10. It's a little bit better than the Wembley pie, so I give it 4 out of 10. Wembley pie was absolutely disgusting on your stomach. It tasted rank. The mince pie, the pastry is absolutely horrible. There's no taste to the pastry. The mince is okay. You can tell it's a mass-produced pie. Greggs, big letdown on the pies. I do like the pizzas, and I love Greggs' cheese pasties, mine. So I am going to give them a shout out for the cheese pasties. Greggs' cheese pasties are absolutely beautiful, but the mince pie is such a letdown. You know, the managers need to take a long hard look at themselves in the mirror. You know, whether it's Gosford Park, whether the big factory up at Gosford, Newcastle, need to do something with the pastry. The pastry's horrible. It's horrible. I'm only eating it because I paid for it. So, it's a big letdown. Greggs mince pies, thumbs down. When I expected better, Stadium of Light pie, when I thought it was going to be absolutely disgusting, thumbs up. Well done. 8 out of 10 for the Stadium of Light pie. Get yourself there. Buy a Stadium of Light pie. Who ate all the pies? I'm the fat bastard. I ate all the pies. Well, you know, I ate 1.5 pie. And even that horrible lid from the Sunderlands Stadium of Light actually feels better than the lid from the Greggs pie. I mean, I don't think you can see the difference. That's like flaky pastry, and that's just like a brick. It's just nothing in that. That's cheap. I could even... Whoever Greggs is making these pies, who the managers are at Greggs, they want to go to where whoever makes these pies at the Stadium of Light, whoever produces these pies for the Stadium of Light, and have a look at their recipe, because that there is proper pastry. Greggs, it's just a brick. It's just like, it's awful. Right, there we go. So there you have Stadium of Light pie completely knocks the Greggs mince pie out of the park all day long. Don't buy a pie from Greggs. There's also another shop around the corner called Coupland's Pies. I know on first hand their pies are loads better than the Greggs pies. Simple as Coupland's Pies, right? Might not be as big as Greggs pies, but their mince pies taste better and their pastry is better than Greggs pies. So there we have it. Don't buy a pie from Greggs, get a cheese pasty instead. Go to the Stadium of Light and try one of their pies, because if I'm surprised with the steak and ale pie, I can imagine the meat and potato would be very nice too. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the channel. Please stay and subscribe to the channel. Please give this video a like. And when you go to the Stadium of Light, I recommend you buy a steak and ale pie. It's well worth it. And we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.